My brother was murdered by a drive-by shooting at the age of 18 years old. I lost my sense of humanity at that time because how could the world be so cruel to take someone away that didn't hate no one? How do you rebuild that?
It's Ramadan, so I gotta fast, get this cash, and every day I'm rocking something brand new with my new school, click and flow. Everybody know that I'm going out the window. I'm jumping out the window with this one. I'm praising God with this one. They see me flying like a piston. I keep on going hard in the paint. They hating on me. I praise God 5 times a day. They hating on me. Shaitan on my shoulder, trying to bring me down. Ain't no despair. You ain't knocking me off my square, clown. I move with the rhythm. Play to God in this prison.
In the mid-90s, there were neighborhoods on the south side of Chicago that had actually seen a really interesting convergence of these communities, refugees, immigrants, African Americans. And while there was some real dynamic points of intersection, there was also a lot of pain, because in many ways these communities were also suffering at that time from the type of racist legacy of disinvestment, poverty, police brutality in some cases, lots of crime, gang violence. And Iman really emerged in that moment. The organization seeks to be a holistic, integrative source of healing in our communities. We have a range of issues, from post-traumatic stress disorder to for refugees who are fleeing war-stricken neighborhoods, to immigrants who are struggling where they may not always feel wanted, and in some cases feel the hatred of some of the kind of xenophobic language that they have to confront that unfortunately has been on the rise recently. And while the health clinic provides primary care to thousands of residents, we do so in a way that's very holistic. Trying to bring behavior health opportunities that also are a critical part of health, wellness, and healing in our neighborhoods. The other department, which really undergirds so much of our work, is our organizing department. And that organizing department helps bring leaders, and we define leaders as people who are the most directly affected by the issues that we're working on, to really drive meaningful change, not simply from the top down, but really change that will be lasting, is change that comes from the ground up, from those in the community who are really invested in it. One of the core issues that we've been working and organizing around is food justice, food deserts, access to fresh food in communities like the one that we've been working with. And the Corner Store campaign, as we call it, has been such a fundamental part of our organizing and holistic work. We've actually produced a model for how the modern day corner store can transform. And we've been able to get now 50 corner stores into that campaign. So we have our clinic, we have our organizing, and we have arts and culture.
Of course. Yeah.
Arts expression as part of what it means to be a human being, part of what it means to facilitate the reconciliation of the broken human family. And we've always done that, whether it was hip hop, whether it was Sufi Qawwali from the subcontinent, whether it was jazz from the south side of Chicago. We've used arts in our ceramic studio to kind of forge extraordinary pottery and clay in a place in a community that is not only a food desert, but also an arts desert.
Boy, you looking like you just run this hood. I bet you the man, I bet you the assistant. Understand they can't leave your mind twisted. So what's 1 + 1? 2. Yeah, what's the future plus the future? You are just...
Lastly, the department that has been part and parcel of this organization since its inception is Green Reentry. Green Reentry is a program that works with returning citizens and young adult 18 to 25-year-old men at this point who are in risk of either being shot or being in violent encounters in cities like Chicago that are still struggling with violence. And we bring these cohorts together for a whole set of life coaching, healing, and to be in a dynamic job training program that is about taking vacant, vandalized homes in concentrated blocks and using those homes or apartments as sites for training in HVAC, or electric or carpentry. And each of these men that are in this program, some are learning this trade for the very first time, are getting certification, they're getting training, they're being given the opportunities to teach others. What we attempt to do is to create a trajectory, or an aspirational trajectory for our participants.
So we can keep on making this a better community. We can expand further on the blocks. It's north, south, east, and west, and ain't no telling where we end up.
Each of those properties that we take either become group homes for housing opportunities for the same population, they become low-income apartments for some of those participants who have families, or they become first-time homes for first-time homeowners. If there was one overarching mission statement word in our tradition, it's mercy. It's what Muslims begin every prayer with, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, in the name of God, the most gracious, the most merciful. It's what is the center of one of the Quranic chapters, Ar-Rahman, the merciful. It's what we think about prophetic guidance as being mercy. The idea also of that merciful framework is that we're all in this together. We're all in this together.